Namaste, this is Danny J. Lewis, also known as Enzyme Black, and this video is going to be a brief one about this new update to the Slate mix rack and these magic new two racks. This is a custom series equalizer and a custom series lift. My goodness, honestly, I think there's some voodoo going on here. Fabrice Gabriel, the guy who does the algorithms here, and Stephen Slate as well. I mean, you guys might remember when I went to Music Messa, I hooked up with Stephen Slate, and he told me about a couple of things that were coming that would be really popular for EDM producers. Now, obviously, you know, from an American perspective, EDM is kind of like a broad term that's used to describe club music. I make club music, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I make EDM. But I knew where he was coming from here when I literally started playing around with this thing, because it sounds amazing. Honestly, I really have no idea what's going on here. Let me explain my little chain I've got going on here. I've got the virtual mix bus running on the first slot. So this is essentially the first insert, and this is the basically the SSL 4000 series emulation. So you can see here Brit 4KG. So that's adding the sound of the summing on the analog bus. So that's what's going on first. Next up, we've got this custom series equalizer. Now, the way that the boosting and the cutting works on these various bands is a real magic. Okay, so it has a really interesting flavor in terms of dialing in the reduction or the boosting, and you can see what I've got going on in here. I've got 60 hertz, I've got a boost, just 1.05 dBs, I've got a cut at 400, and then also I've got a lift at 12k. So that's what's going on there. I'm going to play it before and after for you very soon, but also afterwards I've got here, I've got the low lift and the high lift engaged, and I've got over here plus 1.09 dBs for the low lift and then 2.23 for the high lift. And I've got this set on silky, I've got the bass set on punchy. So this is a very simple rack, and it adds a really interesting flavor. So what I'm going to do, I've got a little musical vibe on the go here, and this is a work in progress. I'm going to play you before and I'm going to play you after. So here goes before. So you know what's going on there? It adds this extra dimension to the sound. And you know what I wanted to do is to kind of round it out and just lift it out. And that's what I've done with the settings here. I'm not going to explore all the settings on these EQs here. I want you guys to go and download the demo and check it out for yourselves, because there's a great promotion going on at the moment on the Slate Digital website. So what I want to do is just introduce you to a couple more elements here, and just take you on a little journey through what's going on. So let's take the filter down on this stab, and let's have a listen. When we come to the next 4-bar cycle, I'm going to turn it back on. So back onto the master again. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to disengage the individual racks on the virtual mix rack. I'm going to add the virtual mix bus. I'm going to add the custom series EQ. And now I'm going to engage the lift. So as you can hear, I don't know what kind of monitoring you're using, but you know, you're going to hear a real lovely, warm, creamy bass. and that real kind of crisp, nice, airy highs on there. So there's something really special that's going on there. I'm really excited about this. Those two racks particularly, I think they make that whole job of kind of sweetening a sound much easier, and almost these could become secret weapons for mastering, for this kind of music, for underground music. I think they're very, very special. I can't really think about some way that I could replicate those using stock plugins or any other plugins that I've discovered. So, the virtual mix rack from Slate was fantastic as it was. Remember, you've got all of these components here you can drop in, including the emulation of the Neve EQ, the SSL EQ, other bits and pieces like the Revival trimmer, and then of course, for you, if you want to emulate the vintage consoles, the VCC channel, and then also the mix bus. This stuff's amazing. So, fantastic work. Stephen Slate, once again, delivering the goods here. Fabrice Gabriel on the algorithm side. The whole team over at Slate Digital, seriously, I'm very excited, and just wanted to share some of that enthusiasm for you guys, all right? So that's it. Go and check it out. See the links below, and you can go and check it out and download it for yourselves.